mute, and then I'm just going to, if I can, where are we? Spotlight myself for everyone. There we go. So welcome back. It's September. I know it's been like a week of September, but I feel like because the kids are back today, or all the kids are back by today, I feel like we're officially now in September, even though it's the 5th. We really had 4 days, but I feel like it's officially September. And with it comes all this new energy, right? We're all in that headspace of it's kind of that back to school energy. And I don't know if we ever really grow out of that. And I don't think that's necessarily a good or a bad thing. It's just a shift in energy. And, like for me as well, and for this membership, there are changes which we're both aware of. I know you've seen my updates over the last couple of weeks. Things are changing here in the WELL membership, and for the better. I've really realized that breath is a huge focus. And so what I'm excited for moving forward is all of the extra things that we get to put in. So we're going to start a little bit like you were saying, Sarah. You've eased into it as you've come back to your routine last week. You eased into it. September, we're going to be easing into things, all right? So we're starting this month by really exploring the seasons, because everything in life is cyclical. We may think that life is linear. We're born, we learn to talk, we go to school, we become a teenager, we are then an adult, we settle down, we have children. There's this almost this what we're made to believe, or what we potentially believe is this linear process through life. And actually, everything is cyclical, everything is seasonal. So we have the spring of our life, the summer of our life, autumn of our life, winter of our life, which I think most of us have probably heard of. But our years are seasonal and cyclical as well. Our days, our months, our weeks, everything is cyclical. Nothing is linear. And although it is this cycle, with it comes highs and lows, ebbs and flows, joy and pain, all of those things. But we're going to explore those seasons, those cycles in more depth this month. Now, we're sort of in this, like I say, the energy is shifting, right? The kids are back at school, it's the start of the new academic year. And so there's a shift in energy. And we're kind of in this process now where we're shifting out of summer and into autumn. The autumn equinox is coming this month, also known as Mabon, depending on, if you follow the Celtic Wheel of the Year or not. But we're still in this summer phase. And so I felt it only necessary that we start with summer, because I think it's kind of nice to, still hold on to summer a little bit. Let's take it with us this week. And so, really, again, with the seasons, there's all these different things that come into play. They bring different energies with them. Spring is all about that new beginnings, that fresh start. Summer is really, the time of fun, adventure, ideas, opportunities, happiness, joy, and a sense of freedom as well. And we're moving into autumn, which is very much that feeling of abundance from the summer, that first harvest, which we had, for example, in August, Lunasa, which is the celebration of the first harvest, one of the 4 fire festivals. And so we're in that kind of in-between phase where, we're still holding on to that sense of fun, adventure, joy, happiness, but we're moving into this feeling of that the abundance that all of that brings into our life, and the feeling of really gearing ourselves up for the energy starting to slow down and cool down as we move into winter. And also our lives, in a sense, our years are seasonal. So although seasonally speaking, we are in summer coming into autumn, for you personally, you may be in a completely different season in your year. So if we think about it, spring is a time of new beginnings, fresh ideas. Winter is, many of us think of hibernation, drawing inwards, but some people may experience their own winter in summer. Summer for some people might be a time of drawing inwards, reflection, and for them, winter might be a time when they feel like they're at their most energetically active, right? So our own seasons within ourselves aren't always in line with the seasons that we experience externally, right? Our internal seasons may not be in line with the external seasons, and that's okay. So really what I want us to think about this month is we're going to explore those seasons, but really think about where we're at in our own season of our year. What energy are we feeling right now? And reminding ourselves that where we're at internally in our season does not need to be compared to where someone else is at. So, you can't compare your summer to someone else's winter and vice versa. You can't compare your winter to someone else's summer. So we're going to begin our month, as always, with an opening circle. So I really would love to just get a couple of, just a little bit of insight as to how you feel this summer has gone, and if you feel that it has, for you, felt like your summer, or if you feel like energetically maybe it's felt a little bit different. So feel free to unmute yourselves, just literally take a couple of minutes, and then we'll move into our pranayama practice and our opening circle. Whoever wants to go first, go first.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like I have my summer that I have planned.
I know your summer's been definitely not what you thought it was going to be, right?
No, I thought it was going to be a whole like energizing, uplifting experience, whereas actually kind of natural forces have kind of like held me back a little bit, I suppose, in a way. So as I go into like September, I suppose I've got a bit of like manic energy about me. Trying to, I feel like I'm trying to now race a little bit against the clock for a few reasons, but also, not take, it's going to be important to make sure I take some time for me this month and not absorb that manic energy that's around me at the moment.
I almost feel like in some ways you're coming into like the summer of your year. I feel like, and I appreciate externally you're probably thinking, I really wanted that to happen in time with
the sun.
So I could enjoy it. But I don't know, I just, with everything that has happened over the last few months, and with you, with all of the things that you have been doing, maybe not in the way that perhaps you wanted to, I really feel as though you are coming into that like summer phase of your year. And I think that's possibly why you're feeling quite like that chaotic energy is starting to, like, everything's starting to bubble up, right? And that's usually what happens. We come out of spring and into summer and all of the, like, everything starts to bubble up. So, you'll have a release for that energy.
I generally tend to hibernate in the winter, so we'll see how it goes.
How about you, Sarah? I know you mentioned before summer for you has been a real time of rest.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a bit busy because we've had so much going on pretty much since the end of June. it's just been crazy. But both me and my husband turned 50. My daughter left school. We had our 25th wedding anniversary. My daughter turned 16. So we had a lovely holiday that we were all really looking forward to. Party, lots of celebrations going on. So it has been absolutely brilliant, and it's a summer that I will look back on with loads and loads of lovely fond memories. You know, and look at the photos. But equally, like I said to you earlier, Sam, I'm so pleased that we're back to come some kind of normal routine. I couldn't live that lifestyle forever. Honestly, it would kill me. So yeah, so I suppose for me, it's like resetting now. It's, you know, all that was, you know, great to look forward to, but now it's all about resetting till, because that's crazy, isn't it? I don't want to mention, you know, but it's not long till the end of the year, really.
No.
Yeah, and I keep thinking, my God, it is September. This year has just absolutely flown by. Yeah. So yeah, my summer was brilliant and great fun, and we had an amazing time, and like I said, spent lots of time with friends and family and got lots of lovely memories. But yeah, there's only so much of that I can cope. I think it was because it was all at once. I think it just wasn't kind of spread out enough. It was just all at once. So I felt pretty tired last week, to be honest. So yeah, so
you're coming into it's like you are actually coming into your autumn, you know. It
does feel like that. Yeah,
I've had my freedom and my fun and all of that joy and happiness. I'm ready to like reset, refocus, get back to my routine. And also, like you mentioned something that I really I really noticed. You mentioned you were like, I couldn't live this life forever, right? And you know, you're like, I need to slow down a bit. That is where we're going with the membership. It's really a big focus on slow living, because I think we need more of that. Everything, like, you know, where has this year gone, right? Where has this year gone? And if we don't give ourselves those moments every day of stillness, it can really feel like time is running away with us and we're constantly chasing our tails. You know, I just literally took the dogs out this morning for a walk, and I never take my phone with me. And I realized, I thought, oh, crikey, I best get back, because it must be coming up to 9 o'clock. It might even be after 9 o'clock. And I got back and it was like 8:45. And I was like, oh. And it's amazing how when we kind of avoid these for a while, you know, even if it's just for like half an hour, time can feel like it stood still for that moment, and that gives us that feeling of slow living. And I think the more we can grasp those moments in our days, the slower our time and our lives can feel, so we don't feel like, oh my God, where's this year gone, you know. And I think it's one of those as well, that it's that saying, oh, where is this year gone? I think a lot of us say it a lot, potentially without realizing. It's a little bit like, you know, when it's raining and people automatically say, oh, isn't it horrible out there? I love the rain. I love the rain. So whenever people are like, oh, it's horrible out there, I'm like, I mean, it's just rain. So I think, and it's that thing of people, we say things without really thinking about it. And I think if we consciously bring that slowness into our daily lives just a little bit every day, then we can start to, because time is it's a human construct. It's not real, if you like. It's not nature. Nature is cyclical, seasonal. So if time is a human construct, then we can kind of play around with it, and create our own version of it, if you like. So yeah, so this is where we're going with the membership. But let's thank you for sharing. Let's bring ourselves into a pranayama practice. So just give ourselves that moment of stillness as well before we carry on with our day. So take a moment, get comfortable. If you're sat on a chair, maybe uncross those legs, have those feet firmly planted. If it helps, bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest. Take a moment to notice your breath. Notice where it's landing, how it feels. And in your own time, as you invite your inhale to deepen, consciously take it down to your solar plexus, Manipura chakra, the fire in your belly. Fire associated with the season of summer. And as you exhale out all of the energy, stagnant energy, leftover energy from the remnants of summer. Breathing in through the nose all the way down to Manipura chakra. Exhale out all of that cool energy. And as you continue here at your own pace, imagine that Manipura chakra, your solar plexus, your own internal fire, your own sun. Imagine with every inhale, you are stoking that fire. And with every exhale, allowing it to settle and burn brighter. Take 3 more rounds here. And bringing both hands to the heart center. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale everything out with a sigh. Bringing those hands down into your lap. And gently flickering open the eyes, looking down at those hands. And when you're ready, looking up, we're going to take a few minutes to come to our journal. So it's the start of a new month. So let's take some time to think about how we would like to show up for ourselves this month. Let me just find my first page. So you know how these journals work. You're quite used to them now. You may have already started to set yourself some goals. So if you have, take some time to break them down over the next week, but think of this week as your summer. Think about how we can cultivate that fiery energy in our Manipura chakra. Okay, so we've just got a couple of minutes left. I'm just going to, obviously you can finish journaling in your own time once we're done, but keep an eye out in your inboxes today. There's going to be an email coming to you, a more personal one for my members. So keep an eye out for that. And then if you have any questions about your membership and what that's going to look like after receiving that email, just reply, message me, whatever's easiest for you. But I just wanted to say, like, I'm really grateful to you for joining me, really, and being here with me, because you know, I can't believe it's been 3 months already. You know, it has gone. I feel like it has gone in the blink of an eye, and yet I feel like we've done so much together. You know, there's over 90 videos in the playlist in the members YouTube playlist, which is amazing, and they're there for you forever. You can always come back to them for as long as you remember. Yeah, I'm just incredibly grateful, and I hope that you're here with me, you know, as it changes and evolves. Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you, and also our mornings, our Monday mornings will be changing as well, but again in a really much better way, and I go into more depth in the email that I'll be sending you. So I hope that you have a lovely day, but before you go, let's come back, let's just close the circle before we go, and I'll also send you the timetable for this month as well. This is another little new-ish feature. I'm not sure if we'll stick with it, but I kind of like it for this month, so we'll see how we go. Yes, I'll send you everything in the email, and like I say, if you've got any questions, just let me know. Bring yourself back into the moment. Just take a moment, pop your feet flat to the ground, close the eyes, and this time bring both hands to your solar plexus, so just at that point where the rib cage separates, one hand on top of the other. And as you breathe, feel that breath flow all the way down to Manipura chakra, your own golden sun, your own fire. Take a few breaths here. Feel that fire resonating throughout your entire body. Bringing the palms together at your heart center. Start to rub them together. Feeling that warmth, that heat, and that energy start to build. And place the hands over the eyes, feeling that warmth, heat, and energy resonate inwards, all the way down to Manipura chakra, where it settles and where it's sent coursing around the entire body. Keeping the eyes closed, start to draw the hands away. Place them one on top of the other at your heart center, Anahata chakra. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale everything out with a sigh. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope that you found this morning helpful. It will be available on the members app for you to come back to within the next 24 hours. But I will see you tomorrow for our Pilates, and we will be really focusing on building that heat in the body. So I will see you then. Have a lovely rest of the day. Take care. Stay well. Bye.